Hello, ladies and gents, and welcome back to another episode on the Badge Patreon server. Today, got some base building to do. That's right, we got stuff to do, and King Bibi's joined us. Welcome, sir. I started laying some track down, as you can tell, because this ice road takes far too much food, and every time I nip back and forth to spawn now, it's just costing me so much food to get there. I thought, hey, why don't I put some track down? So I have. It's nowhere near enough. I exhausted all my supplies. I'm not entirely sure, but I don't think I'm actually halfway yet. So there's that. Let's see what we've got going on here. Oh, there's some food here. Okay, I'm going to nab that. I've run out of normal rail. I've got plenty of powered rail. Which co-fire juice. Nothing more has happened here since the last time I came here. Wiggle's got other things to AFK around these days than whatever's going on here. That is a noisy portal. That's a bit better. And we'll turn the music off. Thank you. So, it's been a little while since my last update. I think I could show you this. I've made some more progress in this excavation. It's almost completed. It's not quite done. I'm just going to say hello. Hello there. Not quite done. One last burst should do it. I have pretty much used up endurance. I repaired it once. It's lived a good life. I'm going to keep it alive just for a little bit longer. And I've got Eternity here, which is barely used. And that should definitely get me there the rest of the way. So that's what's happening with the Portal Monument. Today we are doing a bit of base building. And what I mean by that is our temporary base here, the little camp, has... well, we've outgrown it, basically. It's far too small for my requirements. I don't think I've ever used more than 4 of these at once, so it's not the furnaces, it's the storage capacity, as you can tell. Running out of sandstone and cobble space. But it's also these things here, these resources. Diamonds for diamond tools to make my job easier. All this excavation and stuff. I have not got many of them. I need more of them. And that's basically it, really. Low on diamonds, low on storage space. I should really possibly have done a more permanent temporary setup, like Zisto usually does. His got silk touch pick. Interesting. Yeah, Zisto does like a permanent base for his temporary base, and then he's set up to do his projects. And maybe I should take a leaf out of his book. You know, I always thought he went a little bit too far with his temporary bases, but maybe he didn't. Maybe he was doing it the right way after all. Hey, Keys here. The party's really kicking off. Drink. So what else are we going to do today? Well, farm some stuff up, basically. I am going to combat... Is that setting? It is setting. I'm going to combat my resources and lack thereof. And I'm also going to combat my lack of storage space. And, I can introduce you to a new friend. Hello there. So... for those of you that have been watching my previous episodes, you'll know that I used to have a mule or a donkey. I forget which, and I forget how to tell the difference. But I used to have one of those, and he had chests on his saddle. He carried my stuff around for me, and he would have been very useful carting stuff back and forth from that excavation site. But he went walkabout one day. I logged on, and he wasn't here, and I know not why. And I don't know where he's gone. It's really sad. So I miss you, Aztec, and maybe one of these days when I can stomach the thought, I might build you a little grave, a little missing, presumed dead grave, which is sad. I've got so much food on me. But this guy, he's called Barnabas. And I can't see his leash anymore. You see, these are still buggy leashes. Yeah, now he's eating it. Nom nom nom. Did I say it was Barnabas or Barnaby? I think it's Barnaby, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know which one is the actual name that people are called, and which one is just, I don't know. Barnaby, Barnabas. He likes us. So there you go. I think it's Barnaby. He's all right. He's not too quick. He's a good jumper though, and I am going to use him in just a moment, I think, because we're not just building up a storage capacity today, but we are also going to do some mapping. And then mapping is necessary because we need to basically we need to mass excavate, don't we? We need to mass excavate that thing, and a great many more parts of this city will require mass excavation. To do that, we need tools. Yeah, to do, you know, that kind of scale of terraforming, you need some diamond tools. For diamond tools, you need diamonds, and I don't have very many of those because I haven't really been on the server that long. I mean, I've been on the server a long time, but I haven't actually spent a long amount of time on the server, I think, compared to a lot of people. You'll probably find I have fairly low hours on the server, to be honest. So I haven't really been grinding. I haven't really built up a stock of resources. I'm not wealthy. I'm poor. I'm a poor Jambrew. So, oh look, it's Mr. Cave. Look at all the people. Hello. So, where'd you get diamonds? You get diamonds from a mine. So I need a mine. Yeah, you see? Following my train of thought. To mass excavate, I need a mine. But to make a mine, I need to mass excavate. And that's why I've kept this pick back. That's why I haven't finished off that over there yet, because I'm wondering whether I'll need this pick to kickstart a mine instead. So that's what I was going to do. I wasn't going to set up the mine until after I'd finished my portal thing, but it's becoming quite evident that I need to do it sooner rather than later. And the plan for that is, again, going back to Zestonian ways, underneath the lens. Was it underneath the lens? Oh no, it's beside his temporary base, wasn't it? Zesto made his, I think he called it the pinwheel mine. It was a great design of mine where it basically meant that you would be able to assess the value of each and every block as long as you kept expanding the mine. And it was great. This Enderman's doing a great job of disappearing. So that's what I'm going to do, basically. And I've been talking at you for quite some minutes now, so I'm probably going to crack on with it. I'll just introduce you to these guys as well, which I don't think I've done. These came from when Galt first connected me up to Newspawn for me. And Deepak came along and said hello and wandered around my desert. And I mentioned I needed cows for leather. And he took it upon himself to go out and find cows and bring them all the way back. And he even died once in the process. So thank you, Deepak. The problem is they keep eating each other. That's right. Don't look so sheepish now. Sheepish cows. Yeah, they keep eating each other. I think they basically, what's actually happening is they're kind of glitching into a wall of sand, I think. And then when I log on, they suffocate. Or something along those lines. But I have tried to breed these cows and increase their number, but they refuse to go above 3 for any long period of time. Even though the sheep up there are perfectly fine. So another task for today is to move the cows into a nice big pen over there in the grass, in what I've I have come to call Resource Island, because that's where I've got all my farms and stuff. And hopefully get them breeding. And, you know, upgrade my pens to try and combat all of this cannibalism. Yeah? Does that sound good to you guys? Good. I am glad to hear it. Yeah, so I think that's everything. Oh no, that's right. I forgot to make my final point. Yeah, the reason we're going to do some mapping is because we need to find a place for this mine. Because this mine's not just going to be a temporary mine, just to get more resources. It's going to be a permanent mine where I'm going to get all my resources for the rest of this desert project. So, it needs to be a big one, it needs to be a good one, and I need to decide where it's going to go. Because it is going to have an above ground presence within the city. So I need to decide whereabouts I want to place that. And to do that, I need to map out this area in more detail and go over my plans for it and decide where it's going to go, basically. So that's what I'm going to do today. Mapping out, moving cows, and all that other good stuff. And since it was a while since my last server video, I might record this and then speed it up for you. In fact, I might turn it into a nice, fun little montage. Would you like that? Would you like a fun little montage? Yeah? Yeah? Alright then. Here it comes. Hello again. I died. I died while I was doing a montage for you. Feel sorry for Jambrew. Also, check out Jambrew's slightly new skin. Slightly new skin. Can you tell where I've modified it? No? I'll give you a clue. Well, I'll just tell you. In my previous skin, I was wearing belt and braces, which is silly. But now I'm just wearing braces. So there you go. Yeah, I died while I was mapping. It was a terrible thing to do. It was a silly thing to do. And also, that was 2 months ago. Yeah, it's been a while. It has been a while since I've been on the server. My goodness. The whole UHC has come and gone in the time that I have neglected this server. Some people have been very nice and donated me things. Thank you very much, Poppy, for your lovely present. Unfortunately, the present and the other diamond stuff that I made for myself to to replace all the things that I lost in the lava, all appear to have disappeared. I'm really not sure why, or how, or when. Fairly sure I've looked everywhere. I looked once in my stuff at Old Spawn. Probably check again at some point in the future. But yeah, so I sort of lost a double load of diamond goods, really, and I've had to create this thing. Just taking me a while, hence why I'm kind of high on levels at the moment. It's because I was making that. And also giving myself some basic armor, which I'll put back on. I also made this for the upcoming mining session. Yeah, so that didn't really go according to plan. That I lost all of those maps that I made, which was horrible. I didn't lose this progress though. You can't lose a build like this by walking into lava. This is wonderful. This is my new storage setup, basically. It's going to replace that. That will still be used for just sort of general gumph, but this I shall use to have my sort of major storage of all the things that I keep running out of space for sandstone and cobblestone and all the other stuff that just piles up and up and up and up and up and up and up. Lots of item frames here, you might add. And I shall show you now where those item frames have come from. They've come from my cows, which you've probably seen in the montage. In fact, I know you've seen. Whee! Cows! I finally have more than 3. Look at you beauties. Lovely. No, don't climb the water. This water I added. I seem to remember someone on Minecraft using a design like that, but it's essentially it's like an SMP. Oh, fantastic! It's an SMP safe design, basically, because it keeps them out of the walls. Well, that's the plan. You'll notice there is XP there. I wonder if that's something I didn't pick up, or they are still managing to suffocate in the walls. I don't know. They always find a way. These darn animals. Yeah, so that's the silver lining, I suppose, is that all of that progress has not been deleted as a result of me falling into lava. Rest in peace, Barnaby, or Barnabas, or whatever it was I decided to call you. My second horse. He died so young. So soon. Yeah, it has been a long time. I will try and do these more often, because I do like making them. It's just finding the time. And also this episode has been hanging over my head as an unfinished thing for a very long time, and I've just not had the effort or the want to finish it off, but I'm doing it now. I'm getting it done and off my hard drive. So there. And it's not all doom and gloom either, because I have been busy since then. In the few hours that I have had to myself. Ta-da! I did some more mapping, just to work out the extent of the desert. So that's where we are now. That is the portal place that we've been building. And up here somewhere, I think around here is where I'm going to do the mine. Basically, this whole area I've decided is going to be kind of the industry poor person area. There'll be some poor person housing here, and then across the river here, he'll be the rich person stuff. And maybe some sort of interesting stuff in between here, and I'll have like a gateway into the city here somewhere. I'm not entirely sure where. I'll have to include the savannah in it somehow. I'm not sure how. Again, maybe it's like a farming area. The savannah carries on a bit up here, but I haven't got around to mapping that yet. But I will do. I will do. This is why you've not seen anything on this server on my channel for a long time. A lot of catching up to do. A lot. So you'll have seen lots of UHC videos recently. That was very fun. Please never again positional audio. I found it to be a bit more of a frustrating experience than anything. Although it was interesting to talk to people as you were fighting them. in terms of other videos, I do intend on getting back on track with XCOM. I intend to put at least one a week out from now until I either finish this run of the game or XCOM 2 comes out, which is in February, I believe. It was pushed back to February. And if I get a big enough backlog, I might even increase that to 2 per week. But I'm going to stop sort of recording a batch of, say, 4 episodes and then editing them all and putting them all up like a couple of days, one after the other, a couple of days in between, and then having a massive gap. I'm going to try and stop doing that, and I'm going to sort of future-proof myself, such that if there is a large gap where I can't get on and record, I have got stuff to keep me going, and I can always fall back on that sort of 1 a week commitment. So that's what's happening with my channel. Another reason I've got to start playing more is I've committed to building a build in New Spawn, which I haven't really started. It's the courthouse, and I do have major plans for it. I've just not done anything with it, and I think that is where I'm going to spend my next episode, I think. I'm going to go over to New Spawn, and I'm going to sort of mark out some things and talk through my plans, basically. It will take me a while to build it, because I'm, as I think I said earlier in this video, I'm not that active on the server. I don't have that much spare time, so I haven't got the resources. But I would like to spend the time to do that, to give something back to the community. So that's what I'm going to do. I just thought, before I sort of finish things off for this episode, I would head out and start things off with this mine, basically. So let's run out and do that now. Basically, my idea with this mine, as I've said before, was to copy Zisto's pinwheel design down in the ground, and then on the surface was to create a kind of sort of open cast pit kind of thing, where these desert dwellers, I don't know what I've decided to name this city yet, or what the people living in it are called. But desert dwellers will do for now. So the desert dwellers they've made this mine. They've kind of dug down through the sand, created a bit of a pit, and then I'm going to create this kind of artificial chasm, a fissure, a ravine, an underground ravine, into which they've created a sort of lift system. So they can go up and down, and then I'll start the mine from down there. And I'm even going to go to all the trouble of sort of beautifying it and making it look not like just your usual sort of grey stone Minecraft mine thing, At least in the ravine and down in the central area, the hub area anyway. I'm going to jazz it up with gravel and andesite, I think it is, or is it diorite? I can't remember. Or maybe both, who knows. Gravel, endstone, and also, if we update, whenever the update comes, ender rods, because I think they might make cool sort of stalagmites and stalactites. So yeah, that's the plan for that. So I thought I'd just mark out this area, or just get to starting to clear it, basically. I'm not doing a ton of excavation work on this. I'm just going to clear out a couple of layers of sand in a sort of general pit shape, kind of cone sort of thing. And then the ravine, I'm hoping, shouldn't take too much excavation. At least, certainly not the amount that I need to get down to the level I need to start mining. Anyway, and then I'm going to have a burst of mining just to build up my diamond deposits, because I'm actually down to just 4 diamonds left. Hence why I call this pick last resort, because I think I'm going to keep those for a special occasion and work from iron picks from now on, once this one goes. Excepting my fortune pick, which I think I've got a fortune 3 diamond one. But hey, I'm rambling now. So I think I will probably end things off here whilst I'm cutting swathes of sand. I'm going to have a ton of sandstone and sand by the end of this project, I think. I mean, even the amount of building I'm planning on doing with sand and sandstone, I think I will still have a ton left over. So there you go, if anyone wants any, I'm sure I could probably spare some. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for experiencing that that montage. I did spend a lot of time on it, put a lot of effort into it, so I hope you enjoyed it, despite my untimely death and loss of all my things. And I hope to join you again soon with another episode. Thanks for watching. My name is Jambrew, and I will see you in the next one.